portions of TV23's internet provided by SWKO Wireless Internet. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublette, this is High Plains Today.
Hi, everybody. Good Monday to you. It is Monday, May 1st, 2017. Did you think you were going to wake up on May 1st and go, it looks like December outside? Yeah, I didn't either. Welcome to High Plains Today right here on TV23. On today's show, I'll be joined by Mike Brack. He is president of Community Concerts of Liberal. We're going to talk about their upcoming season and their membership drive that is going on right now. In the meantime, let's look at happenings. Well, the Grant County Sheriff's Office is asking you to please refrain from travel in the county today. Now, Pioneer Electric will be fixing down power lines and poles, while the Grant County Road Department and KDOT, they will both be working on cleaning up the roads. US 160, K25, and K190 highways are reported to have several vehicles abandoned in the roadways and the ditches. So if you're out to pick up a car, please don't do it today and get out there and try and block traffic, because that'll just be asking for trouble. And they ask that you do not use 911 as a source of weather or road conditions or non-emergency use. And that goes for any county that were hit by the snowstorms over the weekend. All right, let's take a look at some closings today. All of the St. Catherine Hospital clinics are closed, and Heartland Cancer Center and Convenient Care are also closed. Those with an emergency, you should go to the emergency department at 401 East Spruce. Finney County offices are closed today. There is no school for Garden City Public Schools. Buildings are closed in the district, so don't even try and show up. All offices of the 25th Judicial District, including Finney, Kearney, Hamilton, Greeley, Wichita, and Scott counties, they're going to be closed today, hopefully back open tomorrow, and they're going to try anyway. And let's see, National Beef and Liberal, there's no work today for the first shift kill floor, hides, fabrication, ground beef. Material handling will work regular schedules and regular starts for the night shift. The Seaboard Foods plant in Guyman, they will not work at all today. All work has been canceled, and plant operation will assume tomorrow at regular start times. All right, schools that are out, Hugoton, Satana, Moscow, Sublette, Elkhart, Tyrone, and Guyman, they're all closed. And if they do open tomorrow, probably going to be running mud routes. And you know what? The Pioneer Days Roundup in Guyman was supposed to start today. Hopefully they'll get that going tomorrow. Well, 3 Western Kansas men accused of plotting to attack Somali immigrants in Garden City are asking for a delay in their federal trial. Attorneys for Curtis Allen, Patrick Stein, and Gavin Wright jointly filed the motion last Friday. Federal prosecutors joined in the request. Now, U.S. District Judge Eric Melgren did not immediately act on the motion. Right now, the trial is currently scheduled for June 13th. And state standards for social workers are too high, dampening the Department for Children and Families' ability to fill positions in a time when the need for foster care is growing. And a state audit showed that contractors are finding it hard to staff social workers. Kansas requires social workers not only be licensed, but also to have a bachelor's degree in social work. Now, to improve recruitment, DCF last year raised salaries and began offering relocation incentives to encourage recruitment, but the number of college graduates pursuing careers in social work has dropped dramatically. DCF is asking the legislature to address licensing and degree requirements, allowing those with closely related degrees to work as social workers. All right, well, we're going to get a lot of melting today. We're going to get some highs into the 50s, and the farther east you go into the 60s, close to 70. We do have a chance of rain coming up. That's just what we need, right? Be back with the weather right after this.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV23 with host Chris Jewell. TV23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
Something I feel when I'm right here. Something that tells me that I'm So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Just think, what if we didn't have local TV and radio? Where would I go for local sports, local politics, a mayor, city council, stuff that affects me every day? How about health? Who's covering things that endanger my family? I need to know now, as it happens, from sources I trust, people in my community. No agenda, no bias like you find on cable and social media, just facts. For news I can trust, I stay local. Support your local station. Text TV to 52886 today.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
All right, we're looking off to the west on TV 23 tower cam number 2. Number 1's having a few issues. Had a little issue during the snow, it said. But you can see there's still a lot of snow out here in Sublette. Probably got about 5-6 inches up here locally around the station. More the further west you, I think, Ulysses had 16, Elkhart 16, Garden City about a foot. All right, looking at the temperatures right now, 43 at the station, relative humidity a little high, 72%. Winds are out of the west at 10. Barometric pressure is on the rise. Looking at some of the temperatures around the viewing area, you can see we're all in the 50s and 60s. Got a lot of weather stations, National Weather Service, airports and stuff that aren't reporting because I'm guessing they don't have power. So that's what we're going to call it anyway. Current dew points out. Everybody is pretty well up into the 60s and 70% humidities. Winds today, not too bad. Everything is out of the west, northwest. Well, a little gusty up at Hayes. 23 out of the northwest. Looking at the highs and lows at the Garden City Regional Airport yesterday, 37 for the high, 93 back in 08. There probably wasn't all this snow on the ground either. 32 was the overnight low, 20 back in 1907. Yeah, look at that. Almost 2 inches of precipitation in the bucket. All right, here's what we got on store for today. 53 is going to be the high. Now, the further west you go in the viewing area, you're going to be in the 50s. Going to the east, you have a better chance of getting up into the upper 60s. Winds are going to be out of the west at 14. Then tonight, partly cloudy. Winds will be out of the southwest, switching around to the north-northeast. Then tomorrow, more sunshine, 64 for the high. Then we will have east winds at 10. Then tomorrow night, we do have a 60% chance of some precipitation, some thunderstorms rolling in, actually. 43 for the low. Now, I'm not sure if any of these are going to be severe. I don't know, but we are going to get some rain. Winds are going to be out of the northeast at 10. See, we could get up to another inch of rain. It'll help the snow melt, but it could cause some low-lying flooding. So if that happens, be careful. All right, looking at the 7-day, looking at that chance precipitation tomorrow night into Wednesday. Then we got a lot of sunshine coming up as we head towards Sunday. Look at that, 80 degrees. Any snow that's left by Sunday, it's really tough or really deep. And I'm sure, check with your local schools about running mud routes tomorrow. All right, storm spotters, our good friend Jeff Hutton, National Weather Service, Dodge City, America. He will be in Kismet tonight at the Kismet Pavilion, 7 p.m. to close out the storm spotter training season. That's a look at the weather. Be back with the markets and Mike after this.
A boy born in Joplin, Missouri was fascinated by anything with wheels and a motor. The odds of him going on to fascinate millions with his talent? 1 in 260,000. The odds of this born racer having 157 career top 10 finishes in NASCAR? 1 in 125 billion. The odds of him winning both the Daytona 500 and the Brickyard 400 in the same year? 1 in 195 million. The odds of a child being diagnosed with autism? 1 in 88. I'm NASCAR driver Jamie McMurray, and my niece has autism. Learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs.
How are negotiations?
Watch these magnificent honeybees, staying busy pollinating the world and making honey while they do it. But these bees are suffering. The Wi-Fi in their hive is slow and buffers constantly. They struggle to watch their shows on Netflix and surf Pinterest. Bees hate that. So what do you do if you're a buffering bee? You switch to Pioneer Communications, who offer 50 megabit internet that's as sweet as honey. They've made the jump, and so can you. Pioneer Communications, your community connected.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
And welcome back. I'm joined in studio today by my good friend Mike Brack. He is the president of the board of directors for Community Concerts of Liberal Incorporated. And that's your Facebook page too, right?
That's correct.
Easy deal.
Formerly Live on Stage.
Yeah, but you're back. You went back to your roots.
That's right.
It's now Community Concert. You just got used to saying Live on Stage, didn't you? Mm-hmm. But everybody in the community has always known Community Concerts. You're the one who's outcast.
I'm the one that's got the learning curve.
Is it a large curve?
It is.
Yeah, but you got your purple striped socks on
That's right.
today, so you're ready to go.
Fair.
All right. So you're starting a new year, a new old name, Community. Now, why did you guys change the name back to Community Concerts?
Well, the suppliers that we get our entertainment from, the old one was called Live on Stage, and they're based out of Nashville, and we took that name, and now we're getting our performers from a company called Allied out of Minnesota. So we didn't think it would be apropos to continue going as Live on Stage. So
Or change the name to Allied Concerts of Liberal.
that's right. So wouldn't make any sense to anyone. So we went back to our roots and kept the Community Concerts of Liberal.
Okay. So you're back to the community concert roots, which is okay.
That's right.
All
It's
right.
great.
So last week, you guys started off your membership drive for this coming
You bet.
season. And you invited, well, you had your board of directors there. Plus, you said, anybody who, and we ran a news story on this, if you were paying attention, anybody who wants to volunteer could show up, boom.
That's right.
No questions asked,
And
no charges, no fees.
we'll still take volunteers.
Of course you will.
We're still looking for someone in Hugoton and someone in the Hooker and Guyman area. So
There you go.
if there's anybody
Hear
out
that?
there,
Hear that?
if you sell 5 new members a ticket, you get a ticket for free.
All right. So tell me how this works again. Because community concerts is, you just can't show up at the door. It's a membership deal that you belong to and you have tickets for the season, right?
Correct.
Okay. So how does that work? I mean, what are the tickets cost?
The tickets for a single person is $60. If you're a student, it's only $20. And if you're a family, you've got a family, it's only $135.
So $135 if you've got you, mom, and 10 kids.
That's right.
$135. And you have what, a total of 5
5 concerts.
5 concerts, and they're going to start in October,
October, yes.
and then they'll go on like every other month or something like that into the spring, right?
Correct.
Because we just, around Pancake Day, we had the last one, didn't you, for the season, or after that?
We had the
hadn't
American
been that
Boys.
long
We had
ago.
the American Boys Chorus here on March 18th,
Yeah.
and that was
It's not that long ago, people. It's like a couple of weeks, a month. All right, it's a month-ish.
ish.
How were they?
They were great.
I did not get a chance to get out there to see them. But I've seen some of the content you guys put on. There's some, I'll tell you, people, you're looking for something to do, get involved in these local community concerts because they have some really top-notch talent. And you guys have reciprocal agreements with several of the area concerts around. So your membership will get you into, say, you have one with Garden City, right?
With Garden City, Dodge City, Pratt, Johnson,
Great Bend.
Great Bend. If you want to make
If
the
you wanna
3-hour
make the
trip,
trip.
they'll work with us. So your $60 divided by 5, $12
Times 5, because everybody has
Yeah.
5 deals,
So
and
you
you don't
can-
always have the same entertainment.
Right.
So this is a good deal. I mean, this is really, and it helps support the arts in all of our communities.
Most definitely.
Okay, so tell me about some of the you've got coming up. Now, the first one is called the David Osborne Trio.
And
Now, and I'm guessing from the picture, he plays the piano.
he does play the piano. He's known as the pianist to the presidents.
What?
He has played for all of the living presidents today, up to
Wow.
today, except for Trump yet. So, and I'm sure he will eventually. So
All right, so he's fairly good.
he is very good. He is from Miami, Oklahoma, and
I was hoping you were going to say Miami. I was hoping you were going to say Oklahoma and not Florida.
so that would be Miami.
I know. That's why I had to look at
And
you.
I would have said Miami, but I had to think about it. Miami, Oklahoma. He hasn't lived there for a very long time, but that is where he was raised. Still has a sister that lives down there, and he comes back to this area, central United States, and plays for some community type support events.
So
But
he'll be your first one in October, right?
He'll be our first one in October, and he travels with a jazz ensemble. So
like a bass and a drum and stuff like that.
And if you want to see him today, you can go to the Bellagio in Las Vegas and hear him perform.
Oh, that little place with the fountain thing
That's
out
right.
front? Yeah. Okay, so he's at the Bellagio. So this guy, he plays for presidents and he plays in Las Vegas. All right. Okay, then you've got coming up after that, you have Rocky Mountain Christmas. Now, this guy looks like John Denver, but he's not John Denver. His name is Jim Curry, correct?
His name is Jim Curry, and he has done John Denver tributes
He looks like
for a
he
while,
could.
and he does look very much like John Denver. But we're lucky. This year, he is doing a Christmas show. So Friday, December 1st, we'll kind of kick off the Christmas season in Liberal.
There you go.
With John Denver's, he always, back when John Denver was alive, he always did Christmas shows.
Yeah, he always had him on TV.
So
there you go.
It'll be a blast from the past, and everybody loves John Denver, so.
That'll be fun. Okay, now this is the one I like. I just love the name. Hot Club of Cowtown, and there they are.
There they are.
What a-
Good-looking group.
Yeah.
From the Tulsa, Oklahoma area.
Okay.
And they're well known across the United States.
Okay, so they're kind of a Western swing.
Western swing
Bob
type,
Wills,
that's right.
Sleep at the Wheel, that kind of stuff.
You bet.
Plus, didn't you say that they're going to be one of the acts that are playing with the Flint Hills, the Symphony and the Flint Hills
this summer in June.
Yeah.
They're going to be the after hours group that's going to perform after the big celebration, and the people that
They look like fun.
are staying after the concert because they don't have far to go.
Okay, they'll be fun.
They'll hang around and
all right. And then coming up in April of next year, you have Scarborough Fair. Now, this says everything to me that this is a Simon and Garfunkel deal.
Simon and Garfunkel tribute. These two gentlemen are brothers, and they sound incredible. Brings back lots of memories of Simon and Garfunkel.
Okay, that'll be fun. And then the Glenn Miller Orchestra, you're going to close out the season.
That's right. A lot of people are excited about this. I like big band music because my parents and my grandparents listened to it.
Glenn Miller Orchestra, there you go. And if you haven't heard of the Glenn Miller Orchestra, you need to Google them and learn about them. Okay, so you guys have your membership drive up and going. Community Concerts of Liberal Incorporated, their Facebook page, Community Concerts of Liberal.com is the web page. $60 for a single membership, $135 for a family, whether you got 20 people in it, or 20 for a student. And you have reciprocal with Dodge City, Garden City, Johnson, and Pratt. You can't beat that. It's great entertainment. And it's coming to an auditorium near you, right?
Well, it's at the same auditorium.
Well, yes, that's why it's an auditorium near
at the
you.
Liberal High School.
Yeah, good facility.
All the concerts are on at 7:30 in the evening, so it's a great way to have a date night, go out and have dinner, come to a concert.
All right. Mike, thanks for coming by.
You're
if we
very
get some
welcome.
of these people here, we need to come back. And we'll
That's
talk
right.
about
If
them.
they want to volunteer, give me a call.
There you go. All right. Thanks, Mike.
You bet.
And stick around. We'll be back with more right after this. Hi, Chris Jewell, host of High Plains Today, a 30-minute news and information program that airs weekdays at noon right here on TV 23. We talk about news, we talk about sports, we talk about weather, we're even going to talk entertainment. We'll have live guests right here on set with me. So, every day at noon, tune in, High Plains Today. We'll see you then.
Weekdays here on TV 23.
I used to think news is news. It's all the same. But it's not. There's a big difference between local broadcast news and cable news. See, local stations are part of my community, connecting me to local news, weather, and sports on every device. It makes sense. Get the news from the people I trust who actually live here. No agenda, no bias like on cable shout shows or social media, just facts. For news I can trust, I stay local. Support your local stations. Text TV to 52886 today.
So, I got this new family, and I don't know what it is about this one, but she can't seem to put down that toy all day long. Tap, 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 tap. Oh, and she even talks to it. She talks to that more than she talks to him. What's up, bro? Nice shirt. Who's she talking to? Her mom? She talks to her mom a lot.
Yeah, I was just looking through some stuff too. Due to heavy snow, the roof at the women's clinic located at 115 North Main Street, that's in Garden City, has partially collapsed, forcing the clinic closed for an undetermined amount of time. That is in Garden City. Remember, this is from St. Catherine Hospital. Right now, administration is working to find an alternative spot so that they can get the women's clinic back up and running, because they don't know with the partial roof collapse. Nobody is hurt. As to when they'll get back to being able to service. And I did have another one that Satana District Hospital, right now, they are without phone service, but they're working on that also. So, just be patient with people today. Nobody expected May Day to be like this. Remember that May Day baskets? Anyway. Let's take a look at the weather before we get out of here. Hey, it's 43 degrees right here in TV 23. Relative humidity 72%. Winds are out of the west at 10. Barometric pressure is on the rise. Looking at 7-day, you know what? We do have a chance of some precipitation rolling in here late tomorrow night. Could be some thunderstorms. I don't think any of it's going to be severe, carrying into Wednesday. Then we start a dry out, warm up period going towards the weekend. Go out and have a good Monday, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Keep up to date with the latest information from TV 23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
Know what?
What?
Since I got adopted, I've learned a lot about these humans.
I know. I mean, check out these two. It's Flirt City over here.
Yeah, I noticed that. It looks like my human is definitely into your human.
Oh, look! I think she's getting his number.
Nice.
Your human's got some sweet moves.
Takes after his dog. Oh, look, they're doing that thing where they put their arms around each other.
She kicked up a leg. It's like in the movies.
That's awesome. Looks like we're going to be hanging out a little bit more.
Something I feel when I'm right here.